There's all this money, there's all these fans, there's the fame and the glitz and glamour, when it's really not. It's not that at all. And like that's no matter what you're doing, whether you're playing music or you're acting or any kind of career, just because you have all of this in front of you and you have the world at your fingertips doesn't necessarily mean it's fulfilling. When you have that, that's not where you're gonna find fulfillment. You're gonna find fulfillment in human connection. And when you don't have that, that's like when you kind of lose everything. This one in particular, this was actually the first song I kind of wrote once we got off the road and were settled into the studio we were working at. And it was me just kind of purging all kind of negative, any kind of negative emotions or ideas I'd had about the past few years. At this point, I was really just kind of burnt out and just drained from everything and so sick of myself and everything. And so this song was that chance to just get it all out. 2 years gone. Came back as some bones and so cynical. The skin don't feel like home. It's all overgrown, but you'll never know. It's kind of the first time I had to reflect on everything that had happened over the past few years. And I really just kind of felt empty from it all. But it was something I'd kind of kept hidden for a long time and never really talked about or addressed. So it was kind of like the first time that it come up. Take the mirror from the wall so I can see myself it all. Don't wanna see another damn inch of my skull. Past few years while we were on the road, when I was doing like writing that wasn't this song in particular, I referenced a lot of anatomy and like skin and bones and lungs and veins and blood and anything just relating to human anatomy, and I don't know why. Forgot the poems of saints and ghosts, I'm the one I fear the most. Little did I know that I was only crying, whoa. I'm just too much of a perfectionist, really picky about things, and then like that kind of just drives me into a hole with everything, whether it's relating to art or just like a conversation I had with somebody. I know it's so wrong, but I'm so far gone. Don't need you to tell me I'm so cynical. It's mostly referring to my parents, my mom, because I would come home in between tours and I would just be so tired and just like, she would ask me about everything and I'd be like, I don't want to talk about it, Mom, I don't want to talk about it. She would always tell me, she'd be like, you're so cynical. I'm like, I know, I know, I'm telling you this. And I'm like trying to explain why. And there was just like a lot of kind of disconnect in that department. Quit being so over skeptical. Don't need a metaphor for you to know I'm miserable. It was funny, I remember writing that. I had the verses ready and we didn't have the chorus yet. I was like trying to find a way to kind of mask what I was feeling with some kind of visual or metaphor with this song in particular. And eventually I just kind of said, fuck it. And I was like, just wrote that down. Push and pull. I was so getting old. No, didn't want this throne. Yeah, only fools make feasts of gold. They wrote the fruit on tables. Just kind of went back to like this old classic imagery of like somebody sitting at a grand feast or like on a throne or something like that, and them just not giving a shit about any of it. I think only foolish people will find fulfillment out of materialism. I definitely think that line, whenever I sing that, I always get a little stoked from it. That definitely was one where I was like, I like that one. When did I get so beautiful? Just a goddamn corpse in a centerfold. You got my back against the wall. I know I can never get comfortable. No one ever saw my soul. If I ever do throw my bones to the walls. No one ever saw my soul. No one ever saw mine. All of us as a band are doing this because we love music and we love making art, and that's the sole reason and that's our main intention. And there's nothing we don't want fame, we don't want money. That's like, if that happens, but that's not the priority. So it was kind of like just a comfort thing. Like it's like, no, you're still doing this for the right reasons. It's not gone yet. You didn't give up your integrity, you didn't give up your vision yet. So it was mostly along the lines of that.